Alright, so today I wanted to talk about the supporters they added to the game. A lot of people have been complaining about supporters. The reception hasn't been good, and rightfully so, because they have again fumbled implementation of another new thing in the game like they always do. At this point, I don't even know if you can call it fumble. It's just like they always implement it in a way that will make them money. So I guess at the end of the day, they are not fumbling anything. They are doing what they want to do. It's just we consider it fumbles because they are not implemented for the better of the game. But yeah, it's not like they're making mistakes. They are, I think, willingly doing what they are doing. So let's just not call it fumbles. But yeah, supporters exist now. We have Dende and Yajirobe. So the thing with Yajirobe is like just so tag dependent, where it's like you need a Frieza Force opponent, otherwise his support is actually just useless. But that's the thing, you have like choice between supporters, so it's not like you have to pre-select the supporter. You see your opponent's team and then select the supporter, right? So in that case it's fine, but the thing is we are not gonna see that many Frieza Force characters in the future, probably. Like right now, yes, Ultra Frieza is running around, and maybe a couple more Frieza Force characters like Ginyu, whatever, if sometimes you face him. But in the future, you're not gonna face him that often, so he will be just genuinely useless. I wish they wouldn't make it this tag specific. If they were gonna, like, since they're gonna release them like little by little, I don't think it was a good idea to make them this tag specific. If you wanted to release like a lot of them at the same point, you can make them tag specific. Right now, with only him and Dende being out, I don't know. Again, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal though, because he still has a use. He'll stop a combo. You face Ultra Frieza, he'll stop your combo. So that's still very useful. Dende is more of a universal supporter kind of, because he will heal you regardless. He'll just heal you more if you are facing Frieza Saga, enemy. That's the thing. And the thing with supporters, not the biggest, they are like a lot of scummy things they have done with the supporters. One of them being that, it's just like you need level 30 for them to be actually decent. And then you can go to level 100. They also give you stats as well based on the level. Now, I don't know how much these stats are going to make a difference. I have no clue. So I can't even comment on that, but we don't know about that. But the thing is, the stats go up as you level up. And let's talk about the shop. Yeah. So where are they? They are in, I think, just in the shop. If I can find, yeah, shop. Sorry. They are right here. Yeah, in the Chrono Crystal shop. So you can get 1 for 100. So to get a character to, let's say you summoned one rotation on a banner, you didn't get any of the supporters, you exchange your coins instead of for chance for that ticket for the LF for the new character, you skip that and you get the supporter instead, right? So you have the supporter at level 1 okay, I guess it just updated on its own. You have a supporter at level 1, and then to get them to level 30, which is the level you want them to be at, you need to spend 3k crystals. Now, I don't think so people are gonna just have 3k crystals lying around to spend on these guys. People will have crystals, but what would you do? Would you use your 3k crystals on supporter, or we just summon for the new character? So it is first of all very expensive. These guys are somewhat pay to win. The concept of supporters is great, just like the concept of leader slot is great. It's just in this game with these developers, great concepts, implementation absolutely trash for the player base. For them, great. Because it makes them money. Although for how long we don't know, because the game is tanking right now in terms of player base. It's just in terms of active player base, let me just say that there are a lot less people playing the game right now. And That's all because of their tactics and their implementations in the game and the things they keep on releasing, because they just keep focusing on like short term, money. They're just like, bro, we can make like a lot of money if we just implement this in the game. They don't ever think long term how this is gonna affect the game and how it's gonna ruin their revenue over time. So yeah, like it updated here. I think I can just update it. Okay, no, it's back to 100. This is genuinely very stupid way of doing it as well. This is just the artificial way of making you use your rare medals, because they can't actually give you anything good in the rare medal shop. Like, this should be like, you want to buy 1, you want to buy 3, you want to buy 5, and it should be discounted, like where 1 is 100, 3 costs, let's say 250, and then 5 costs 400, right? Like, it should be like that. Instead, it's like you can buy 100 and then you can just update the shop. Oh, it's back to 500, guys. Oh, hooray! And now it's 300. What will we get next? Oh, back to 100 again. Oh, Dende is gone. What a nice implementation. Great. Good job, man. Good job. Okay, we are back to normal. By the way, also this just keep, I guess, updating every 8 hours. So it's not like just you have to use your rare medals. The PvP screen looks horrendous. Like, there were people, like, this is just a cosmetic thing, so it's not like it's affecting the game, but I'm pointing it out because it shows how incompetent the developers working for this game are. That's a literal sign that they do not give a single, they do not give any shit about this game, bro. Like, how can that be passed? Like, how can that be approved for character? Bro, remember, I don't know if you remember or not, I made a community post when they first added the supporters. You see this Goku here, Kaioken Goku at the top. He used to be aligned. These characters used to be aligned. Now it's half, like a little bit into the black bar up. That was shit design, and I called it out at that point. And now they went ahead and made even worse design with supporters being how they look in the loading screen. It's just insane. It's just insane how these developers just keep doing this. Like, they get paid. They are like professionals. And this is what they do. There's a limit of incompetence, and they have crossed it like a while ago. So supporters, right? They are somewhat pay to win, because you can just get them higher stars. Also, I don't know, if you level them up, you're just gonna have more of an advantage. That's just a fact. And the thing is, you get 1 copy per summon. You pull the supporter once, he's like, oh, it's level 1 now. Go spend your chrono crystals. Go, do it, spend your CC now. I can give you a very simple way how this supporter system, I know it was never gonna happen, but this supporter system would have actually been such a big benefit to the game. So what they should have done is, there are 2 ways of going about it, right? One is the Zenkai route, where you can either summon with CC and get the Zenkai quicker, or you do the missions and wait the 2 weeks and get the Zenkai, right? They could have just done that. Where, let's say, they should have released they should have released not just 2 supporters. They first of all should have released like a lot more. What I would prefer, not what I would have done, but I would prefer, in an ideal world, this supporter system is just like fully free to play. All right, they release 10 supporters. Like, at the start, they release 10 supporters. There's an exchange shop. There's a new currency that you get for playing PvP. Like, by playing PvP, right? You play PvP, you win or play a certain amount of matches, you get the currency. After grinding a bit, you can get 1 supporter. So let's say it takes you I don't know. I can give you the number of matches, but let's say it takes you roughly a month to get a one supporter character, right? This is for everybody. You can do it quicker if you want to play. Let's say a person who plays like average player, as in like they don't grind, but they also are not very casual. Like they just play the game decently enough. That's not the correct word. They play the game enough to where you're like, yeah, I play the game regularly. I give it some time, but I'm not like fully grinding, but I'm also not just doing my dailies and closing the game. And it takes you a month to get a supporter. You out of the 10, you go to exchange shop, you pick one. There you have it. There's no levels involved, no leveling up, nothing. There's your supporter with the abilities. That's it. You take the supporter of your choice, put them in your team, and then you slowly gather them over time, right? So this way everybody has a fair chance of getting the supporter, right? Everybody's gonna be somewhat on an equal playing field. If you play more, you get the supporter earlier. If you play less, you get it will take time for you to get the supporter, and that's fair, because if you are playing the game, you are investing your time, you should be rewarded for that, right? So you get them earlier. But if you're not playing that much, it will take you time. It's just that simple. And giving 10 supporters will also be like, okay, somebody will have this supporter, somebody will have that supporter, and you can somewhat be interesting. Okay, what supporter do I want to get next? Do I want to get this supporter because this supporter is really good, or do I want to get the supporter that's like good for the current meta? You make your choices. It would be just something interesting and fun to do, rather than just, oh, here you go, someone on the new banner that we're gonna remove 1% character from as well. There's no new sparking on the Goku banner because we have supporters that have the same animation every time, just one single animation they have to make, and they decided to not give up 1% because of that. Bro, the amount of laziness they have shown over time is crazy. No 1% character, really. Just because you are giving us supporters, you're not gonna give us 1% characters. How does that make any sense? The fact that they did it for GT on top of it, because GT needs new characters, and they were like, what's a good tag to skip 1% character for? GT. GT got 2 new characters. That's it. GT genuinely just had 2 new characters. Goku and Vegeta. That's it. They didn't get anything else new. They got a Plaid and Zenkai. In terms of new characters, they got nothing. They got Vegeta and Goku. 2 characters. Have fun. And one of them is Ultras. So good luck pulling him. And also that Ultra is necessary for the team. Congrats. Good job. Anyways, that's beside the supporter point. The thing is, supporters as a system just seems to be shit. Again, in theory, it sounds really nice because you can get help against certain tags. Like your team is struggling a bit. Oh, use this supporter. He will give you help against this certain tag. That is like running the game. To somewhat reduce the gap between your team and their team. But no. They first of all drop 2 supporters only, make them summonable, and then you have to spend 3k CC to get them to level 30. This is not even like max level. Max level you need to get 11k CC something. Like level 30, you get them for 3k CC. 3k CC is a lot, considering the fact that Ultra, the only usable characters are Ultras, and you can pull the Ultra in 2k or you can pull the Ultra in 200k. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. So yeah, this is just again a money grab thing from them. They just want to make you spend money some way or another. But the thing is, at one point, which I've been saying for a long time, at one point, people are just gonna stop paying money, and you're gonna lose the revenue stream you have with this game, because people will just stop playing. At one point, it will happen. So, I hate the people who just who have problems with the game when it's doing bad, but as soon as they do something good, everything else is forgotten. Oh yeah, Okay, whatever. They did this. They did this horrible things for like 6-7 months. Oh, this 1 month they released a hype character. Hooray! Dragon Ball Legends. I hate those people because you are the reason this game is here in this spot. Because you just forget and let them off the hook for everything they have done. So, anyways, as I said, I am not gonna let them off the hook. I'm gonna keep making videos complaining about things. I don't care if people just see me as somebody who complains all the time. I don't care. I complain for the right reasons. I want the game to do better. This is not the correct way to do it because it's just more pay to win things in the game. You know. Again, we have yet to see how these stats affect the game as well, because we have never seen like these kind of stats on the bench. So I don't know how they affect the game. But we'll see over time. So far, I don't know if I see any. That's the thing. You can't even also tell if how much of a difference there is. Somebody will need to do the testing, and I'm sure people will do it. Once they do it, we'll know how much these stats actually make a difference. But yeah, so far, supporters have been a flop. I doubt the thing will change. I think it will still keep being a flop. Also, they said that we are not going to bring these characters back for a long time. Alright, so that they are giving you more of a FOMO to be like, bro, summon now or you're not gonna get them for months. So yeah, good job. In my opinion, like they should be on every banner. Literally every banner that exists, every supporter should be on every banner. That's my take. Like Dende, Yajirobe and whatever comes next, they should be on the next banner. And then on the next one, and then on the next one, and then on the next one, regardless of it being an Ultra banner, Legends Rising, Step Up. They should be on every banner. But they're not gonna do that, as I said. They want you to summon on specific banners. You know, they want to artificially create value on certain banners to be like, oh, you can't skip this. You have to summon because supporters, otherwise you're not gonna get them. And then they have, because the only way to get them is by summoning, because as you can see, I can't get Yajirobe unless I summon him. I can't buy him directly. So have fun. At least the rates of the supporters don't seem that bad. They're at least 2%. So I guess there's that. I mean, you're not gonna have that much problems in getting the supporter. It's just the problem will occur leveling them up. And that makes it pay to win, because the people who spend money on the game can easily level them up compared to you. So congrats. Stars weren't a big issue anyways, right? Like the stars didn't make a difference between you and your opponent's team. Now there's one more thing that'll make a difference. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please keep voicing your concerns over social media everywhere, because we need to, we need to make them understand that nobody's happy with the game and they need to do better. Because if we just let them keep on getting away with it, the game is gonna keep on getting worse, and it's gonna just end up being shut down at one point. And I don't want that. I want the game to do good. I want to enjoy the game. I do actually I did like the game quite a bit. It's just over time, it has just gotten worse and worse and worse. So I'm playing a bit less now, but if they can fix the game, I'm back. Simple as that. I'll be playing more, but we'll see. I don't have any hopes with these devs unless we do something about it. Like we actually, start complaining everywhere and just, not just sit by and be like, yeah, whatever. So again, leave a like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.